Okay, another video of me holding the phone, but I am gonna purchase that thing. I think I'm gonna order it today because I'm tired. I get tired of holding the phone, and my other one's broke. So anywho, I wanted to load drum samples. That is like a big thing to me to have my all these drum packs I use on a regular. I want to be able to have them because I have them in the SP404. It's super simple to load. Put it all on an SD card, load as you want, right? You've seen me do those videos, or you've seen a million other people do them. The OP-1 is a little bit different because either your choice is to either sample in directly to the OP-1, which technically you do the same thing with the SP. You could do that, sample in. Or if you want them to be where you don't have to sit there and cut and slice each one and go through it like that, your next option is to get the OP-1 drum utility, which is free. And this is for the older OP-1, by the way, because you can see, look at the knobs. They don't even look like the new colors, right? But it works pretty much the same. The only difference is in this one, they still have it set because they haven't updated it yet. Hopefully my hand's not shaking too much for you. If it is, let me see if I can grab something to fix that. The thing is, they haven't updated it yet to make it where it works with the, I think I can put it on this little stand. To where it works and gives you the full 20 seconds because you get 20 seconds worth of samples. So I have these like MPC samples that I bought, and they are real drum kicks and snares and hats. It's a real drum kit and it sounds amazing. And I use it actually in the SP a lot on most of my tracks. But their samples are so huge. And I've tried like condensing them, but I can't get them down in size to where they fit on here, where I could actually load all. Because if you see right here, you have the whole board. You can load that many samples, which is a lot. But you see I'm at 940. If you get into the red on here, it'll change like when you're going over the sample rate amount. And I think right now, it's either 12 seconds or I think it's 12 seconds. So I'm well below, so I'm fine on this one. But yeah, so it's quite the challenge, I would say. Or at least in my opinion, it's quite the challenge. Anyway, I'm gonna figure all that out. But this video is really just to show you the OP-1 has a drum utility, which helps. You can drop the whole file in there if you want, or you can just put them in there. These little features here allow you to change it to whether you want something to cut something off. So for instance, like this hat, if I click here, let's say I want all the hats to, do I just click here? Oh, maybe I just move it here. So you can loop them, or this is the older version. The newer version has the ability to, what am I trying to say? This basically allows you just to one-shot it. The newer version allows you to one-shot, you can loop, you can have it on a gate, or you can have it where it cuts the other one off. Is that what I'm trying to say? Chokes the other one. Basically like a choke group. You can have it where it chokes. See, this one, they only give you 2, so you just move this little bar. So we're just going to leave it here. We can always adjust this in the OP-1 itself. The OP-1 field, of course, itself. I guess the older OP-1 didn't have it, so this was the options that you had. Yeah, and then I guess, so this one, this one plus 0 allows you to adjust the volume. So I'm more than likely gonna turn these things down when I get in the actual OP-1. So you can adjust the samples, but I'll leave them, I'll leave them at 0 for right now. And then I'll adjust volume wise when I get into a song. Each time I do a song, I'm gonna change it a little bit, depending on how loud I want a drum sample. But I just wanted to show you the options here. So here's the samples. Really cool app, and I wish they would update it so it would reflect the new OP-1 field. and maybe have like where you can switch between whether you want to have the OP-1 or if you have the OP-1 field, or just make a separate one for the OP-1 field. Either way, I appreciate that they did it and put it out for free. It would be nice to see TE actually do one for their own device. Yeah, that would kind of be nice. Because if you don't do that, your other option would be make an AIFF file or AIF file that is less than the 20 seconds, and then you got to sit there and chop them yourself, and it's for some reason it scrambles or it doesn't scramble them, but it does something weird with not putting each one on a trigger. Like, this is so perfect. I mean, in the sense that I don't want to sit here and have to do no major adjustments in the OP-1 field. Not like this, not chopping samples. It's much easier just to have it there, unless I'm doing a chopping of an actual sample. But kicks and all that can get really tedious trying to do all that. Yeah, it's just nice if it's done for you in advance. Anywho, that's enough of that rant. Let's do it. So this is in there. Here it is. You have to go, here I'm gonna have to move this so you can see it. You have to go shift over here, and then COM at the same time. It'll bring up the disk utility, or it brings up the option to use the disk utility. Hit shift, hold shift again, and hit the number 4, and then it connects to the computer, and it opens up, as you can see here, this OP-1 right here, this drive. And there's the drive. What I did was, inside the drive, you have the drum and the synth, right? So this is a pack I've got. I just added that in. That's the one you'll see sometimes me use. Then there's the user pack. So the user pack holds your presets. And the presets, you see, is 1 through 8, right? So the presets are these, 1 through 8. So you can memorize and have that where easy recall to pull up those presets for your drums. So I don't touch the user folder ever, because that's something you save in here. And then I made my own drums, be jamming drums, right? And then that's where I'll store all mine, like my one kits that I put together. And what I'm gonna do is just build kits. I'm just gonna continue to build kits with the stuff that I use the most. I don't need every kit in here. I just need, enough of them enough of the ones that I would actually use. And then if there's something later that I want to use, I'll get that. I do wish, and there may be, and I maybe don't know, that they would put a kit on the phone, on the iPad or the iPhone iOS device. And I think there may be one, and I might be tripping that I just don't know, but I think you have to pay for it. This one is free, and I find it just as easy to use. So if you have a computer, this works. If you don't have a computer, check the one on iOS. I can't remember what it's called. But anywho, I'm not going to make this video super long just to show you this. So here it is in there. Go ahead and we can close that now. We'll just go ahead and eject this drive. Do it the safe route. Okay. Then you'll see it resets. You see that? And then you press any key, and now your drum should be there. All you have to do is hit that, go shift 1 up to my name there, or whatever yours is. There it is. Now it is quite the loud one, because SP Vids, I think, does his in 32-bit. He puts some really, them jammies is right. So you'll notice that this is in mono, and technically, usually I should say, this is in stereo. That's another thing about the OP-1 drum utility, is I don't think it does stereo. So, and I'm fine with that, because technically, or usually I should say, with drums, I don't want stereo. Wow, that's loud. So I don't usually want stereo anyway. With that, I think it's great for for everything else, but this is cool with me. That sucker is loud. All right, we're gonna figure out. We're gonna have to turn them down. One way I know you can do it is this. This is like your master record volume. And when you go back in here, if you want these lower, you know, you hit shift and then turn the orange dial till you get that number where you want it for each. But you got to do each sample in here. So I'll have to go through and work on that and save it and yada, yada, yada. You know the deal. You know the deal. You know the drill. All right. So that is it, ladies and gents. I am off. Got to get back to what they call a job because YouTube don't pay me. Okay. That ain't a rhyme, but it did rhyme. So I'll take it. I'm out. All right. Peace.